All right, Shalom Akim. All praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, doing the work in truth and sincerity. This video is going to be
Roles
entitled,
of the parents.
Yeah, roles of the parents or roles of men and women.
And the family.
Yeah, roles of the family, because as Israelites, this is, we supposed to act a certain way and be a certain way, represent our families a certain way. And I mean, the Lord basically broke it down to us how we're supposed to act and how we're supposed to be. So, and it's going to be a quick video. However, it's just something that just should be addressed every now and then.
Something that inspired us today.
Yeah, in the midst of all the chaos that's going on, there's a way you're supposed to be with your family. Well, a way a man is supposed to be and a way a woman is supposed to be. So without further ado, we're going to get into the scriptures. The first one I have, of course, which is not a surprise, is Genesis 3:16. That's the scripture that everybody should be screaming out, and it reads, "Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be unto thy husband, and he shall rule over thee." That is plain. I mean, the birth pains, we know this is why women have birth pains. In the kingdom, women ain't going to have no more birth pains. They're going to be perfected. Well, at least the Israelite women ain't. But the point in this scripture is, thy husband, he shall rule over thee. The man is the head of the house. Plain and simple, ain't no way around that.
There are several verses concerning the men is over the woman in the Bible. You'll find it like almost 1,000 times reading it.
Kind.
Too many to count, really.
Kind. Because it is a man's role to be in the head position over his family.
And his woman to be second.
Kind. His woman is supposed to the woman is supposed to obey the husband, and guess what? Everything runs smoothly if a woman actually does that. Of course, in this world, Esau's wicked ass kingdom, it's not like that. And women are stressed and they act like they don't know why. Well, they don't know why, because they don't know the scriptures.
Because they don't follow the laws or the commandments.
Kind.
So they have a little more pain than others.
Kind.
Now I have one. This is Proverbs 29:17. "Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. He shall give delight unto thy soul." So this goes into correcting your children when you're bringing them up, so they can do better. So they have more structure in their lives.
Kind.
So become better people.
So, yeah, correct thy son. and to correct your son is basically to, matter of fact, let me read up at 15. "The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame." That's why you got all these stick-up kids out there. You got niggas selling drugs. You got the problem that's in Chicago as we speak, where Jake is just killing each other at an astronomical rate. And then, they don't see an issue with that. But when an Edomite kill a Jake, now it's a problem. But they ain't seeing the issue with Jake killing Jake, man. So, and these are children left to themselves. Why? Because there's no father in the house to correct that child, to give the rod of reproof to that child, to give that child that wisdom. "When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yea, he will give delight unto thy soul." So if you ain't whooping your kids for the correct reasons, mind you, then your child ain't gonna get that wisdom. And yes, this
Not
language.
gonna know better.
Yep, and yes, this language is fucked up. So we know the word child and kid and stuff, but it's really thy son and thy daughter, because it's two different things. You can't put a son and a daughter in the same basket.
No. Now I have another one to bring out. This is Proverbs 22:6. "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it."
And that is plain. Train up your child in the way he should go when he is young, and when he is old he shall not depart from. You teach him all the respectful habits and the things that he's supposed to do when he's young.
The laws, the rules, the
Yep.
commandments.
Laws, statutes, commandments, how he's supposed to treat people, things he's supposed to look out for. If you got a business, train him up in the business, the family business, so to speak.
So give him a good foundation to go off of.
Gun. And that's how it's supposed to be, man. You're supposed to train up your son. And this is actually for men to do. If you have a family, the man trains up his wife. Yes, and I said trains up his wife. Because a wife is supposed to only know one man. Now, of course it's not like that in this kingdom. However, if you got a wife, you're supposed to train her up as she's supposed to be, and she's supposed to train the children up how you trained her up. Yep. Basically, you teach her, and she teaches the children what you taught her. Mm-hmm. Therefore, the children are raised up in your beliefs and in the fashion that you like, and she knows your beliefs and the things that you like.
But now we got women trained under many men.
Trained under many men and many different religions and so on and so forth, man.
Fight there.
Hey, that's why the scriptures say you shall have trouble in the flesh. Because if you got a woman who believes something different than you do, I ain't saying you're supposed to break it off. What the Lord put together, don't let no man put asunder. As well as if it please her to be with you, whether she believes something else or not, if it pleases her to be with you, then let her be with you.
I'm just gonna have a struggle just trying to get through to her that what she believes is wrong.
Right.
She changed her mind on it.
And then you got the song, these hoes ain't loyal. They ain't loyal. If you get a woman, you train her up in the Israelite way, and then you break up with that woman. If she get with a Muslim man, she's going to be a Muslim. If she gets with a Christian man after, she's going to be a Christian, and so on and so forth. They are not loyal. She's not going to stay
Remember
hearing
Israelite. About when men would convert to their woman's religion?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
When that used to be a fad or thing?
Yeah, that used to be a thing. A man would convert to a woman's religion. As a matter of fact, that's why the Jehovah Wickedness got so many men in their congregations.
Some of the women they had come at your door.
Yeah, women come at your door. She'll be single and she'll be fine. She'll talk that shit. You go to her church and all of a sudden you converted. Then you get with either her or another one of the women that's up in there, and you just completely bitch made now.
Don't even know why you did it.
Yep, same thing with Christianity. Yeah, a woman to talk to you. Oh, I can't get with you unless you come to my church. You come to our church, then you go to the club. Now all of a sudden you with this broad with a few kids, and now you all the way bitch made.
Don't do it. It's a trap. Don't do it.
It's all a trap.
It's a trick.
Yep, it's all a trap.
Oh, I also have. If you have another one.
Go ahead.
All right. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise.
Hey, and that is just plain, man.
Respect your parents. It is the first rule in the commandments. I don't know why that's so hard for people to do.
Yeah, children, obey your parents. That is the role of a child. And if a child don't obey his parents, hey, guess what you do? You got the rod, man.
You got to discipline them some more.
Yes, you discipline them.
Until they see how things work. Because they're not prepared for the world if they're not disciplined. Or they'll just think, I can act any kind of way. And they won't see that there are consequences to their actions. So they have to be disciplined.
Yep.
But you have to respect the people who gave you life.
Yep.
The people that are taking care of you. And as we've seen, there are many, many, many examples out there of families not respecting their parents or their children. Where they get into fights with their mother or their grandmother, or they're just abusing the children, or the daughter is hitting her mother, whooping her for whatever reason.
Yep.
Insanity going on.
Yep. I mean, hey, this world is nothing but insanity. Let's see if I can find what I was looking for. This is it, Proverbs 13 and 24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasten him betimes. So, hey, don't be afraid to use that discipline on your children, on your son.
If it may be a belt or a stick.
Yeah, whatever you use to discipline them, hey, discipline your child.
They need to know how things work, and they need to know there are consequences for their actions.
Right, there are
actions
consequences.
have consequences.
Yep, every action has a consequence.
And there's a way to be and a way to act.
Good.
This is my last one.
Mm-hmm.
Let the husband render unto
Proverbs.
Oh no, this is First Corinthians. Oh, I forgot to say. This is 1 Corinthians 7:3.
Mm-hmm.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband.
Now, that due benevolence. Hey, you have to have sex with your wife. I don't give a fuck. Y'all been together 30 years. You still gotta fuck your wife. And you have to, and you have to treat her as a wife is supposed to be treated. If she's supposed to wash them dishes, hey, wash them dishes.
Reward her for washing them dishes.
Yeah, reward her for washing them dishes. You know, do the things that a husband is supposed to do unto his wife.
And a wife do the things that
Right.
she's supposed to do unto her husband.
Exactly. You know, you love your wife. You do the things that is necessary for her. If your son do something correct and he always on point, you do something that you let him know. Hey, you're doing a good job.
You're
You know,
excellent.
you're doing what you're supposed to do. You
Yes.
know, every now and then, you know, you give them that reward. For a wife, that reward is sex. That is just it. That is plain and simple.
It keeps their clock ticking.
Yeah, it keeps their clock ticking. It keeps their mind right.
Yeah.
It keeps stress away from them. When they stressed out, you fuck them, they ain't stressed no more. You know, because women can't really handle that anyway.
Some people don't understand the science of it. You know?
Yep.
So I say, go explore onto it. Go figure it out yourself, and you'll
Right,
see that.
right. Yeah, you a man. Go figure that out.
Yeah.
The wife hath not power over her own body, but the husband, and likewise also the husband hath not power over his own body, but the wife. What does that mean? Well, of course, the wife's body belongs to the husband. The husband has a responsibility not to give his wife diseases and stuff like that, or his wives, plural. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take a good care of his body as well, because his body belongs to his wives, wife or wives, plural. You know, it don't matter. It's basically, hey, take care of yourself. Make sure your body is in, in working order.
Catching nothing from a stranger.
Yeah. Don't mess with a strange woman that got some type of disease and you bring it home to your wife. Don't do that.
Awful. And just because we're talking about having wives, like plural, we should probably break down what adultery means.
Right.
So adultery only refers to you cheating with someone that's already in a relationship.
Another man's wife.
Another man's wife. Like, so if you're
another man's woman, wife, whatever you want to call it.
So if you have sex with another man's wife who's already in a relationship with her man, that is committing adultery.
Right.
But if you have a wife and you have sex with another woman that is single, she is not in a relationship, so you are not committing adultery because you're not going into another man's wife.
Right.
So it is okay to have multiple women.
Right. It's okay
wives.
for a man to have multiple women.
And
however, that's you can have as many wives as you can take care of.
As you can manage.
Yeah. Now, I mean that's pretty plain in itself. You can have as many wives or women as you can take care of. If you got a wife and you want more, can you take care of them?
Can you spend that much time?
Right. Can you spend that much? Yeah. Do you have that much time to give that second wife? Do you have that much money?
Yeah.
Do you, can you take care of this broad?
Handle all their feelings and
right. Yeah. Hey, man. Look, on this side, gun. On this side, not many men can do it. Unless you at Michael Jordan or Will Smith status.
Or you in Africa.
Yeah, or if you're in Africa, they do that. They still got a lot of the laws in place of the Bible.
They still respect the rules of the Bible.
Yep.
Even though they have polygamy, which is okay, they still do their duties. They still do their roles. They still have respect over there.
Right.
Which is absent in America.
Yep. Over here in this wicked kingdom is not like that. So, gonna move on to 1 Timothy 5:1. Rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father, and the younger men as brethren. That's plain. The elder woman as mothers, the younger as sisters, with all purity. Honor widows that are widows indeed.
Give respect.
Right, you give your respect. Basically, you respect the elderly.
Respect the elderly.
Yeah.
You don't treat them badly.
Right.
You don't try to fight them for no reason. You don't call them names. You show them respect, and they show you respect.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. But of course, I know some older men that act worse than goddamn 16-year-olds, 16-year-old wicked young men. You know.
I have not grown a bit.
Not at all. And for my last scripture, I got what is this? 1 Timothy 2 and
12.
2 and 8.
Oh, 8. All right.
I will therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. This is how you're supposed to pray. Or this, you lift up your hands.
Pray with your hands out, with both your hands out.
Yeah.
Or
holy hands, it says too. Yeah. In like manner also, the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair and gold and pearls and costly array, as you see most women these days.
Wearing all kinds of gold, wearing the thinnest of clothes.
Yeah.
Sometimes wearing no clothes at all.
Right, pretty much.
If they that bold,
Right.
I don't think I could do that.
Right,
and
women are not shamefaced. They'll look you in your face and they'll look in your eye.
And act like nothing's wrong.
Right.
How they dress.
Right. A woman will go out drunk as fuck, whatever. But that's not a woman. That's not how a woman's supposed to be.
They'll go out drunk and then they'll attack you and say you raped them.
Right.
When you've done no wrong.
Right.
And then cause a scene and just destroy all the property you have.
Right. And this is not for the faint of heart. Rape is in the Bible. Rape is a legal thing in the Bible. However, there is consequence to that too. If you rape a woman that is single and not betrothed, not to be married or whatever, then guess what? You're supposed to have that woman. You're supposed to pay her father the money, and you're never supposed to get rid of that woman.
There's a responsibility to rape that. People don't really read the context of that.
Right,
There's a responsibility to it, and it wasn't like you were raping because you were just horny or something like that. It was because you liked this person and you couldn't marry her because her father wouldn't really give her to you.
For whatever reason.
So you took her, but she was into it. It wasn't like you forced it on a stranger out of nowhere. Right. It shows that it has a responsibility and a reason to it, and that's why it was there.
Because men back in the ancient world loved their families and wanted families. If you raped a woman, it was because you were wanted to make a family with that woman and raise a family to that woman. Of course, the father would probably be upset, and I know Apostle Gabar did a video on this a while back. Maybe I'll do a video another time on another day on it, but it was about bride kidnapping. When a man kidnapped a bride and raped that woman, he would come back, months and months later, maybe 6 months to a year later.
After she delivered.
Yep, after she didn't had a baby and everything, he'd come bow to the father, pay the money and everything, to abate the father's anger. He stayed away for a while to abate the father's anger, and then when he came to pay the money and everything, the father's anger was abated from his daughter being kidnapped and raped and what have you, and then to see his daughter with a child and being taken care of and everything, the father's anger was abated, and of course it was months down the road, so the father's anger would be subsided. So that's one of the things.
The words then had different meaning and different meaning to them.
Right.
Now,
the words and the actions.
Yeah, the words and actions and the responsibility of those words.
Mm-hmm.
But now we don't really carry those words with the same meanings. We assign different meanings to them and look at them differently, not knowing how they started out or why there was a law for it.
We've been in America too long. And let me read the rest of this. 10, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Now, that right there is playing into the point as well.
And you'll find that several times in the scripture.
Yeah, women, you learn at home with, from your husband. Now, you don't got no business talking in the church. You know, you learn at home from your husband and not no other man. And there's reasons for that. Because women, they have itchy ears. They want to learn anything and everything that they can and apply it. So they're supposed to learn from their husband and apply what their husband teach them. Women also, when a woman learns something from a man, her heart inclines to a man. Same thing with a man. That's why the scriptures also say, sit not at all with another man's wife, neither at the drink with them. You know what I'm saying? Because your heart inclines
she may
that
be
way.
interested in a person because he's learning something.
Right.
And
So she's supposed to be interested in her husband. Let her husband teach her. You know.
Those are the roles and those are the responsibilities of the family, of the mother, of the husband, and of the children.
Right. The father is always the head. You know. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if she continue in the faith and charity and holiness with sobriety.
So if you're in the faith, following the right rules and the commandments, it'll be less painful for you during childbirth.
Right.
Which explains that, so there should be no excuse as to why, this hurt.
Right. Well,
it says there.
Well, there's even more to it. It's like, basically, a woman ain't going to be saved alone. You'll be saved in childbearing. To bear children, you need a man.
Yes.
Moreover, you need a man of the Lord if you're going to be saved. You women out there, you're not going to be saved alone.
So then, if you have a man of the Lord, and you're following this man of the Lord and his beliefs and he's teaching you, you should have less pain to deal with then, right?
Yeah, you should have less problems.
Yeah.
So
if only it worked so easily. As
yeah, right. Hey, but like the scriptures say, you should have trouble in the flesh. So, and with that, I hope you Akim out there were edified, and you few women that may be listening and learning. And until the next time, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, doing the work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom. Do you want to introduce ourselves, like at the beginning, or no?
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. Yeah, usually we do.
You want to do a separate thing of that and just put that in the beginning of that part?
I could. Or I could just type in Yamarka and Ma'at.
Alright.
And, do some editing. Don't really want to edit, but...
Do you want to go to a place to eat?
What, you hungry?
Yeah. All
what
I ate
place?
was muffins. That's definitely hungry.
Try ass choke muffins.
I'm trying to do that thing people do when they don't eat so much and they work out and they get bigger, but I don't know how to do it.
Try ass choke muffins.